and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, welcome. I'm Morgan, and if not, I'm glad to see you back. So today, as you can tell by the title, like always, it's just going to be a what's in my barn bag video. For those of you that don't know, I actually don't ride at my house, but I don't board at another barn either. Our horses are their horses are stabled here at the house, and we have our own barn, but we don't have a big enough arena, and we don't have an outdoor because the way our property is, it's just too hilly, so to get like a good solid arena isn't really ideal. So we actually trailer out to a friend of ours who lets us use her arena for our trainer to come in, and we have our lessons there. So it's a little bit of a different scenario, so what I keep in my bag can be a little bit different than everybody else, because we do haul in, we do have our trailer, but it's easier when we're taking our stuff from the trailer into the barn and vice versa. It's just easier to have it on me versus just keeping it in the trailer. So my bag is this one here. This is the Under Armour, I forget what it's called, but I'll have it on the screen. It's the Under Armour backpack, and it's actually like a soccer backpack. They just tried to label it as like a barn bag. I bought it through Smart Pack. I want to say it was $69, $70, $59-ish. Like the 60 to 75 range. It's in that vicinity. But it's water resistant. All the pockets, like this one up here, you can see where it says storm. It knows it like water resistant, so like most of your stuff on the inside will stay pretty clean. But it does just have the helmet pocket on the front, and then you've got the water bottle side, and then you've got this side over here with a pocket, but this side goes into the bag, which I will show you in a little bit. So first we're just going to start with this pocket right here, and in that is just my helmet. I have a 1K Defender, the Shadow Mat, something like that. If you're interested in a review on this, I do have a video about a review on my helmet. If you guys want to see it, I'll link it below. But it just has like the case on it, and then it just looks like that. And then I have my monogram on the back. It's vented, but I keep it in this case when it's like by itself. But when I first take it off, if I've been sweating, I'll leave it by itself because there's netting on the front of the bag that it'll help it dry out a lot better. So when it's drying out, I just put it in there like this. When it's not, I just keep it in this case, but I still keep it in that same center pocket. And then we'll just go on the outside pockets. I have my glasses case. I do wear glasses, for those of you who don't know, but I don't like wearing contacts either, and I don't like riding with my glasses because if I sweat, my glasses slip around. It's just not ideal. So I keep my glasses case that also just has like my aviators in them for when it's sunny, if like we ride outside and stuff. But they have that in there now. If not, then I take my glasses off. And sometimes I ride in these, sometimes I don't. It just depends. And then the other pocket is just a Powerade. Especially when it's really, really hot, I will keep either like a Gatorade or a Powerade. You can see I never actually finished this one, but I'll keep one of these as well as my water bottle, which I don't even have my water bottle with me. It's actually at the barn. It's a Hydro Flask. Those things are great. It's one of the ones, you can do custom colors online also, and you can get them, like say you and your horse have colors, like mine is gray and orange. You can actually get them your matching colors, which my plan is to get a gray and orange one. I want a gray body with an orange base and an orange cap, but I haven't got a chance to do that yet. But when you're really hot and you're really sweaty, it's nice just to have one of these as well as water. I'll kind of alternate between the two. I try to drink one bottle of Gatorade, one bottle of water, just to kind of like spread it out really well. Make sure I'm stay hydrated, make sure like your body recovers, because when it is hot and you're riding and you do sweat a lot, it's one of those things you do want to make sure that you take care of your body and recover. So the next pocket on the outside is this top zipper pocket, and in that I just have ibuprofen. I just have a small one just because it fits a little bit easier to fit in the top pocket. I get headaches quite frequently, especially because I wear glasses. If I don't wear them and I squint, it gives me a headache. 2, if I'm dehydrated, I get a headache. And 3, that time of the month, severe cramps, this. So I typically just keep my own little stash in my bag just because it's easier to have and I don't have to worry about not bringing any in case I need it. Or if you just have somebody else that has a headache or something, especially when it's so hot, it's just easier. You can be like, hey, I've got some. So the next thing is my phone charger, because I do take a lot of pictures at the barn or videos. If you guys have seen my What's in My Grooming Box, I do also have a selfie stick to take pictures with my horse because he's too big to fit it in like a typical like arm length. So I bring this because I take so many photos and stuff like that. And the last thing is my hair nets. I have these two, which are the single knots, and I have a no knot, but I typically use the no knot for my shows, and I use these just cheap airbornes for my riding lessons because I don't really find that they get in the way. I don't tuck my hat or my hair underneath my helmet. I just keep them and I roll my hair up underneath and put it up against the base of my neck instead of leaving it down. So it's up in hairnet, but it's not up under my helmet because I don't like creating any extra heat or anything when I ride. So, alright, and that's it for that one. So, moving on to this zipper pocket. I have nothing in that one, and the inside, as you can tell, is like that really cool like neon yellow. And then on this zipper pocket, you can see it goes like that, and then it actually opens all the way, and you can just see that it goes into the bag, which this is where I keep my nasty half chaps because I'm a slacker and I don't like to clean them, and I don't ride in my tall boots very often because I don't really see a difference in myself when I ride with half chaps versus tall boots. So I like to preserve my tall boots as long as possible, and my half chaps are just easier and cheaper to replace. So these nasty old things are keep in my bag. And that's just it for that one. The next pocket is this front zipper pocket. And then opening it, you'll just see I have like a little bit of spare stuff in here. This is where I typically keep kind of like some spare clothes and like not like a full change of clothes, but just some extra stuff. So I've got like just an extra tank top because a lot of times when I give my horse a bath, my horse loves water. So he will figure out a way, he gets the hold of the hose, you get sprayed, you get soaked, you get drenched. Or if not, just anytime you're like really sweaty, if you've got anything to do after the barn, it's really nice just to have a tank just to throw on, because like your technical shirts, they dry a lot faster than if you wear like a tank top or something underneath. Same thing with just an extra sports bra. You never know what can happen. I've had times where I've been soaked because I said my horse loves water and it's not comfortable to wear a wet sports bra. And then I just have an extra pair of boot socks because there have been times that I have forgotten mine. And then just my like I have a pair of like regular gym shoes, and then I have my barn gym shoes. These are just like my barn shoes that I can just throw on once my half chaps and stuff, and once I'm done riding I can just keep these on. They're a little bit easier to go around in than my half chaps and stuff, and they're not as dirty. So I keep those in that big section. And then you can see now that it's open like how big that section really is. And then the final section is the back zipper compartment right here. This is the fun compartment. Just kidding. This compartment's very narrow. Like you can, it's only maybe like this wide, so you can't really fit a lot of stuff in it. So this is kind of just like my spare area. But when you open it, it just folds down like so. And then down in the bottom, I just keep a nasty old hairbrush. And then I keep like a box of peppermints. My horse is off-track thoroughbred. If you know anything about them, you know that most of them typically love peppermints. It's like they train them with peppermints. And then, need I explain? And then I just have deodorant because it's summer. You get a little nasty. And then I just have my gloves. These are the Heritage something style. I don't remember what these are. These are the Heritage style Elite Show gloves. And these just have, they're thin. These are my summer gloves. They're perforated, and I like how they have the extra, if you guys can't tell, they have the extra pads on the 2 fingers here. So with your reins, you've got that extra protection, so it stops it from like eating into the gloves as much. And it's just, when you bend, you've got all the spandex here. So when you have your glove on and you need to bend, like it just flexes this spandex right across the knuckle, and it's like closing your hand here. It doesn't mess with the integrity of the glove, it just has the spandex, so you don't get like that tight feeling like you do get in some of the other gloves, which I really like these. I think these were Dover. These were Dover. I don't know if SmartPack has them or not, but Dover's where I got them. And the last thing is what I keep. It's wrapped in tissue paper right now because I didn't think through this ahead of time, but I keep my planner with me because when I talk to my instructor, my trainer, when we go to our lessons, I like to jot down my notes, like what we've accomplished and stuff like that. So this is actually my planner. I just keep it wrapped because I made the mistake of getting white. I love white. I'm very classic, black and white, but having white at the barn is not always the greatest ideas, especially because it's like that matte material, so stuff kind of sticks to it. But I just keep it wrapped in tissue paper just to try to keep it as clean as possible. But like I said, this way I just use this to keep track of like what we want to work on, like what progress we made, any milestones we've hit, where we're at in our training, what are like basically anything that I want to put down that is important, where we are or where we want to go. I keep my planner with me so I can keep that written down and stuff like that, just to have with me. It's easier than trying to recall it when I get back home. But other than that, yeah, that is everything in my barn bag. And again, this is the Under Armour SmartPack. I think it's, yeah, you can tell it's got like the SmartPack logo right here, but this is the Under Armour bag, and it's the, technically like I said, it's a soccer bag, but they mark as an equestrian bag. But it's got plenty of room, plenty of pockets. You've got like this Velcro pocket here. That's where my planner was kept. I keep my gloves here, and then I keep my pen here, but I don't know where that's at the moment. And like I said, I keep my flask, my Hydro Flask water bottle. I keep it in one of these pockets at all times, but unfortunately, mine's at the barn right now. But I believe that's everything. So if you guys have any questions, comments, or if you guys have any video ideas, just go ahead and leave them in the comments below. Catch you later. Bye. I feel the magic in the air.